courtesy of Wasserman Boxing, live on Boxing Social and Fight TV. We are ready for 4 rounds in a heavyweight contest. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Lee Every, and your timekeeper, Mr. Stephen Pucci. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Officially, he weighed in at 16 stone and 5 pounds, making his second professional appearance inside the ring tonight and wearing black and gray shorts. From Tallinn, Estonia, please welcome Metsis. And now introducing his opponent across the ring in the blue corner. Officially, he weighed in at 24 stone and 9 pounds. Tonight, making his professional debut inside the ring and wearing white and gold shorts. From Wolverhampton, England, make some noise for Hosea, the Midland Monster Stewart!
Lee Every, our man in the middle for this one, so Hosea Stewart and mate Metsis called to the centre of the ring. As we said, 24 stone 9, he doesn't intend to stay that heavy. He'll be down to 19, 20 stone, which is where he was when he was doing well as an amateur.
Second out, round 1.
So here we go into the first. This scheduled for 4, and the jab from Burton just knocking Metsis backwards immediately. He tipped the scales at 16 stone 5, so he's giving away 8 stone here, Metsis. Stewart is half as heavy as him again. That's what he's contending with here, but he does carry it quite well, Stewart. I couldn't quite believe how heavy he was when he got on the scales yesterday, but anyway, that's enough discussion of his weight. We know that he can also fight. He's got good credentials, and again, he's one that people have been excited about seeing, planting that right and left hand into the body. So leading off with the right hand there, Metsis, and Stewart just trying to find some room for the uppercut there, was pulling his head down a touch. Metsis he's taking quite a bold approach here. I think he's decided he either needs to be all the way out or all the way in, and I make him absolutely right, because if he gets caught in the middle there, Rob, he's got a big problem. But if he's on the outside, he's okay. If he's really close is safe some of the time. He's not safe there. He just soaks up a couple of big jabs.
Yeah, no, I agree, and there is, as we know, sizable weight behind those shots from Hosea Stewart. Some nice jabs there, well timed, and you can see the effect of them pushing his opponent back there. Yeah, going to be difficult to push back against Hosea Stewart in the clinch, I think.
That's a right hand there from Metsis got through, but Stewart just leaning on him in that far corner, just shifts to his right hand side to try and find an angle for the left hand. He's not really managed to land anything particularly clean so far, Hosea Stewart, just slips the jab there. Has been pumping that jab out at times, but mostly he's been using it to try and measure a right. And Metsis, as I said, is getting right close on him when he can. He's already breathing very heavily, though, the Estonian fighter, because Stewart just leaning on him. If he just leans on him, that in itself is going to run down his battery. Good right hand there from Stewart, and Metsis felt that one just above us. You could see his legs just give a little bit there. Stewart with a right that slides over the shoulder. 20 seconds remaining in round 1.
Yeah, Metsis already breathing very heavily here, as you've mentioned there, Andy. Slipped outside of the jab there from Hosea Stewart and trying to dig that left hook into the body. Good right hand, landed just on the bell.
So into the second, Stewart in the white and gold, Metzis in the black and white. Looking for the jab there, Stewart. And again, that jab landed hot and heavy and just caused Metzis to take a pretty big step back. Hands low there, Stewart, just dips to his left.
Good short right hand on the inside there from Stewart.
Metzis just got right on top of him there though. Again, just didn't quite push him back into the blue corner, but Stewart gave that ground and he ended up on his chest. That uppercut on the inside as well, and really anything he lands has a damaging effect here, Stewart. That's the problem that Metzis has got, and I give this 40-year-old Estonian credit for taking this in the first place and having taken it, just going about things the way that he is here, because you get the feeling that at any point really he could get mercilessly chinned because of the size difference between the two of them.
Yeah, and even those cuffing shots that Stewart's landed on the inside, see there, just the bumps and the nudges that he's given him with that lead shoulder, that drains a fighter. And as you mentioned, Andy, everything that is landing is heavy, and you're just starting to see Metzis now become a little bit more dishevelled. Good left hook to the body.
It was, little left upstairs, then left hook to the body. Nice uppercut on the inside there from Metzis. Didn't have any effect on Stewart whatsoever, and the right hand got through from Stewart, just a little right hand downstairs. But Metzis again continues just to try and get as close into his man as he can when he gets the opportunity. Just working around that front foot there, Stewart. He does move really well for somebody who is 24 stone 9. He really does. As we've said, he's not going to stay there weight-wise. But for a big fighter, and everybody tells you this, you've seen him, he moves well.
Yeah, interestingly enough, we actually had Matty Harris on the podcast with Hosea Stewart, those guys, both making their debuts tonight, both Midlands heavyweights, and both shared round sparring. That's one of the things that Matty Harris said. Oh, good lead right uppercut there from Metzis.
Yeah, stepped into that one, landed it.
I certainly agree with you. It makes a lot of sense that Stewart said he wants to get down to that 19 stone 20.
Right hand to the body, then a right hand up top there from Stewart. Metzis took that step back, big gulp of air. The bell goes at the end of the second, and I would rather not see him get laid out flat here, Metzis.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's looked tired since probably the opening 15 seconds of the fight, so he's showed tremendous resolve to get through those first two rounds. Hasn't really been hurt yet, particularly by a shot. Been moved around the ring and hit relatively clean at points by Hosea Stewart. But no, I agree with you. Rather him in there than me.
So into the start of the third, this scheduled for the heavyweight division. Hosea Stewart in the white and gold. As I said, he did rounds with Anthony Joshua, shared the ring with Anthony Joshua in the build-up to that fight against Kubrat Pulev, and I think before that too, Ben Whittaker got Joshua to record a message for Stewart ahead of a championship he was boxing in. Metzis again just comes forward, piles into a right hand. It landed. wasn't actually allowed to box. Certainly no head punching, no head sparring until he was 18, Stewart. That was a deal they had between the two of them. Right hand there from Stewart, just catches Metzis as he comes forward, but he took that fine.
Everything's very clubbing from Hosea Stewart, and maybe that is, you know, carrying the excess weight, 4 or 5 stone heavier than he said is his optimum weight. Just not really catching Metzis with any surprise shots. You can see everything coming. He's bracing himself for the shots, and as you mentioned, Andy, he's getting himself in the right positions.
Little uppercut on the inside there from Metzis. Midway point of round 3. Hasn't used the jab all that much at times, Burton. As you say, he's looked for those big singles with the right hand for the most part. Every now and again he has planted a jab on the forehead of Metzis or into the face, and it's caused him to take a pretty extravagant step backwards. It'd be good to see him use that weapon. That kind of lancing jab a little bit more, but he just puts his shoulder into Metzis, finds a bit of space for the uppercut on the inside there. Metzis trying to hold on a little bit here. Stewart's not really letting him. Just under a minute remaining in the round. Metzis with his back square to the ropes looks in a bit of trouble here. For the first time he looks in some serious trouble. Stewart with a short right. Does look to try and use the jab. Just has a quick look over in our direction. Referee just warns him for pushing down with the forearm. And looks for that short uppercut once more.
Yeah, he's under a lot of pressure here, Metzis. Stewart really pouring it on, but he's still throwing back in there. Metzis is not showing any willingness to get out of there, that's for sure.
Big swinging left hand there from Stewart. But Metzis, as you say, he's always keen to get onto the chest, and when he gets there, he looks to punch, he looks to get something done. He's not just looking to try and work his way to the inside and tie his man up, but Stewart found a little bit of space there and just kind of live from York Hall on Boxing Social and Fight TV. It's been very enjoyable. Great to be back here after almost 2 years away for me. I never would have thought, if you told me back in December 2019, after I'd watched Richard Riakporhe beat Jack Massey for the vacant British Cruiserweight title, that it would be this long before I'd be returning. It's enough to make a man slightly misty-eyed. Right hand there from Stewart, just kind of clubs around the back of the head, and then he looks for that uppercut. But Metzis is just going to keep doing what he's been doing right from the start, which is get up close, get up tight, and when he's in there, just try and deny Stewart the space that he needs.
Well, I'll tell you what, Andy, if he wants more journeyman work, I think he'll get it.
Jab there from Stewart. I think that has been a bit of a neglected tool of his in this fight.
He was landing it at stages in the opening round, but
big uppercut there from Stewart. That landed absolutely clean, but Metzis has taken it and taken it well, because he stepped into that. He put some real weight behind it, and I wouldn't have been surprised if that had seen a downward descent to the canvas there from Metzis. I wouldn't have been surprised at all, but he sucked it up.
And threw back.
Just squeezing those gloves together there, Metzis. Stewart trying to find a leak in that defence, a chink in that armour. The referee separates them, just over a minute remaining, and he's just looking to try and hold on a little bit on the inside there. Stewart shoulders Metzis off, hits him with a good 1-2, nice solid 1-2, a jab off the back of it.
Oh, good right hand from Metzis.
And there he is. Every time you think that he might be beginning to come apart, he just gives you something. He's done that all the way through the fight, all the way through. And with 30 seconds remaining, I'm kind of rooting for him a bit here. Having said that, at no point does he look like Stewart is going to take him out, but we know that it's possible.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's not looked tremendously hurt at all, but boxing a 24 stone 9-man.
Big right hand there from Stewart, just opened out and waded into that one, but Metzis' reaction there is just to turn around to get straight back on him. There goes the bell at the end of the 4 rounds. Applause from York Hall for both of these two fighters. A touch of gloves between Hosea Stewart and the Metzis corner, and as outlined, that was some effort by the 40-year-old. This is his second professional fight. He was an amateur for a long time. He's been in this game a long time. He knows what he's doing, but he managed to take shots like that. Short right uppercut, no huge wind up on it, but there's 24 stone and 9 pounds behind it, and he was always keen to try and fire back as well. So well done to him, and that's another worthwhile outing on debut for a fighter that we've seen tonight. It's been the same situation for all of them. I'm sure he would have loved to have got a stoppage there. It wasn't to be, and he knows what he needs to do now. He's got the pro debut out of the way, Rob. He needs to get back in the gym, get that weight off.
Yeah, I think that's what was missing. A little bit of the snap, a little bit of the snap in the shots. But yeah, absolutely credit to Mike Metzis, one tough man.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 great rounds, we go to the scorecards. Referee Lee Every has it 40-36 in favor of your winner, Hosea